let's begin with exploring the boxes or canisters that these fragrances come in. As you know, each fragrance that we cast our eyes on is themed within a certain way. And we start with Versace the Dreamer, where we have a night sky themed box covering every side there. You can see the twinkling stars. So already this piques our interest as to how this fragrance is going to smell. You have the Versace links wrapping around there. Very simple box, but one that is very intriguing nonetheless. And this is 100 ml quantity there. Second, we're going to look at the Oceanic themed box here, which holds our Davidoff Cool Water fragrance. Almost like a rich aqua colour. Logo on top there. A very common, popular one. You'd expect this one to be crisp, refreshing, and slightly energetic. Barcode there. And the bottle within is a 75 ml quantity. We have another Davidoff here. I must say this bottle sets off the heart rate a little bit. There's almost an element of intensity that you are about to participate in the game. And these silver blocks of 3 almost represent some kind of puzzle or obstacles that you must traverse. There. So again, we have no idea how this one is going to smell. There's an element of mystery to this one. You'll find that this is a longer bottle, and we have 100 ml quantity within. Next we have an elegant and industrial themed fragrance here, which is certainly the vibe I'm getting from the box here. You have these embossed designs left and right, which provide the industrial theme. I very much like the black and bronze two-tone effect there. Closely you'll see the Yardley logo. Simple on the top, simple and plain. I would say that this gives off city businessman vibes. So I'm interested to share this one with you. And finally, we have the iconic Versace blue jeans bottle here. And I say bottle, it's a cylindrical metal canister, which is why this stands out amongst others in its category. So of course you have the blue jeans themed background there. Can we say that this is possibly a cowboy? residing somewhere like Utah or New Mexico. The bottle within holds 75 millilitres of liquid. Have a Versace lion there in full glory. I like how the small print is located at the base so that the rest of the bottle can be or is dedicated to the artwork. You'll see the beautiful blue border and the labourers there. So without further ado, let's get these out of the bottles and sample them together. Okay, the collection is behind me. First we are looking at Versace the Dreamer. Before we sample it, I'm going to just give you a brief overview of what they say about this fragrance. It is described as a unique composition that is alluring, sensual and comforting. It opens with a blend of juniper, mugwort and tarragon, creating a velvety freshness. The sensual hard notes include a mix of flax flowers, and at the base lies a natural blend of tobacco flowers, leaving a masculine finish. So let's have a look. Okay, and as you can see, I believe we have Medusa on the front. A beautiful transparent bottle. Lovely gold cap there. Looks as though this is a spray action one. Let me prepare some for you. Okay, now it's your turn to sample the Versace the Dreamer there. Take that in there. Are you picking up the juniper and mugwort there? And what about those hard notes? We said flax flowers, didn't we? Very refreshing. Zingy, may I add. But the important thing is what you thought about the Dreamer. So please tell me your opinions and thoughts. What score would you give this fragrance out of 10? That's a good score. Is there anything you'd change or anything that you didn't like about it? Excellent. Let's move on, shall we, to The Game by Davidoff. This is the cylindrical bottle. The cap is in keeping with the bottle. A slight purpley hue to the glass there. Fairly straightforward, lovely cap. Let's see what we think of this one. Okay, now it's your turn, please. I'll take that in. You may need a few seconds with this one, because initially I'm finding that it's very subtle. May I add a slightly weak potency? There we go. So now that you've sampled it, the levels with this one are as follows. An exotic blend of gin and juniper berry at the top. Picking up the juniper, middle notes of iris and precious wood. And at the base you'll discover ebony. So now that we've both sampled that, what are your thoughts? And what would the score be for that one, please? Okay, middle of the road. Okay, we'll move on to another Davidoff fragrance. We had Cool Water. I'll give you the description afterwards, I think. Again, in keeping with the bottle, we have the oceanic themed colour. Lovely flattened off edges there. Some nice reflections for you. And a simple spray action. This one is pretty much as I thought it would be. This reminds me of some kind of kitchen product. Let's see what you think though. Take that in. So that smells like some kind of detergent that you pop in with your washing, maybe. Some kind of Lenore thing, but that's just my opinion. And how do they describe it? Well, we have an oceanic fragrance, as stated, inspired by the strength of the ocean itself, creating intense, cool and refreshing sensations. You'll get a zing from the mint and coriander top notes, which I personally didn't pick up, followed by earthy lavender at the heart, and at the base you'll discover the sensuality of warm amber. What do you think of Cool Water? Would you say that this fragrance is aligned with the ocean as they market it? Would you say that there's a medium bond or a weak bond? And your score for Cool Water, please. Again, middle of the road, okay. Alright, fourth, Yardley Legacy. Okay, we have the bronze bottle there. Orangey bronze. A simple label here. Silver cap. Logo there. and some information at the bottom, a little bit of Arabic. Alright, here goes nothing. There we go. Please sample the Yardley fragrance. Picking up a little bit of zing, a little bit of muskiness there. You sure can, there you go. So that was Legacy by Yardley. Now this is a fragrance for him with a hint of sophistication and a sprinkle of elegance. Perfect for the city man looking to seal the deal. Often described as zesty, it opens with crisp notes of pink pepper and mandarin, opening then up to a rich heart of cedarwood and cocoa, then settling down to a base of patchouli and oak moss. So now that you've smelt that and you've heard that, what's your thoughts? Picking up the cedarwood, excellent. It comes through strongly. Are you picking up any cocoa there? Weakly or strongly? And what about the patchouli and oak moss? Okay, now it's time to score Legacy, please. 6.5 out of 10, okay. So far we have Versace the Dreamer in first place. And then we have Yardley. Then we have Cool Water, and then The Game, ranking it fourth. There is one more fragrance left. Of course, it's the classic. Versace blue jeans. So we have the lions there. With a blue hue. Second label here. We have the lion on the cap there. Now things have changed since I last had a bottle of this. So now have the spray action. It used to be that you had to dab it. Okay, are you ready? So what do you think of this iconic fragrance? You probably smell it from there. It's quite strong. In terms of its diffusive properties. There we go. There's blue jeans for you to sample. It's very refreshing in my opinion. Right, Versace blue jeans. certainly not everyone's cup of tea, but a sweet fragrance for him that is within your budget. In the beginning, you'll hit with a refreshing blend of bergamot, citrus and lime, almost placing you back into your youth under a clear blue sky. Hard notes consist of freesia, patchouli and vetiver. So now that you've heard that, what do you think of the blue jeans there? Yes, citrusy and bergamot indeed. Just a hint of lime I'd say as well. So you detected all of those, excellent. Right, and your final score for blue jeans, please. That's a fairly modest score for that one, thank you. So I'm very happy that you came in today to sample these fragrances. Hopefully we can get a new batch into the clinic for next time for us to review more. So I have everything I need there. Thank you and see you next time.